Hey, Doc.
She's like, no. Oh, thank you.
Need you more space? Shut up.
You just keep selling him off. Hey Hayden, how are you today? I hope you're going well. You going great? Oh well, that is good to hear. Yeah, I can't complain. Things are slowly going back to BAU at work, which is business as usual. Gotta fix a few more things and then hopefully I can catch up on tasks. Alright, I'm just thinking what else do we need? I need to boot up the terminals. Oop. Alright, let's make sure that this is all... Okay. Alright, cool. Got the screen all up. I've got Socks here again today. Say hi, Socks. Alright, let's get started. And my my green beanie doesn't comes out brown, so I don't have like a see-through head. It's a bit cold here today. Right now debugging why nextcloud.aiden.to gives bad requests when I put my reverse proxy behind it, and if I go directly to the IP it works. Oh. I haven't used Nextcloud behind a proxy. Yeah. Alright. 502 error. But if you go directly to the IP, it works. It's been a while since I've had to install it. So if it goes to IP and all that kind of stuff, it means that it is actually set up pretty much correctly. The only thing I can think of is some config. Alright. Alright, so most of this would work if it's working for an IP address. I'm assuming you've got server name and all that kind of set up correctly. Yeah, all of this should work if it's going directly to the IP. Yeah, this is a weird one. Because when I had it set up, it was directly IP. There was no reverse proxy. I didn't start using Cloudflare for quite a while. So I think you've got it all set up. Can be run through a reverse proxy, which is a case static SSS. Alright, cool. For security, you must explicitly define the proxy servers that Nextcloud is to trust. Connections from trusted proxies will be specially treated to get the real client information for use in access control logging parameters. Configured in config php. Set the trusted proxies with an array of. Alright. So it looks like you do have a little bit of config to do, but not much. So I'm pretty sure Cloudflare. Oh, I opened up on our. All right, here it goes. Solved. You should have these lines in your Nextcloud config file. Trusted proxies, an array 0. Okay, cool. This looks like it. I'll actually give you 2 links. I have reverse proxied it, so it gives the SSL, though let's encrypt, and then Cloudflare in front of it. Yeah. I think you just need to tell it in the config. You just got to say, hey, these are trusted proxies. So yeah, no problem. You're pretty much 95% there, nearly 99%. It's always that last sort of 1% that always trips us up. So yeah. All right, let's go to nearbeach.utrack. Okay, RFC change task does not have the status ready for QA. Yep. Yep. So we've got a number of bugs in here. And I think the music just suddenly stopped. Yeah, it did. Go next track. Sucks, was it you? Alright, if that's not working. Still running? Yep. DRM DCMA free music. DMCA free music. Okay. Lo-fi. Oh god, that was loud. Okay, how can I do this with? Alright, so hopefully that's good, that volume. Yeah, I was confused because TrefKit said it was going okay. Oh. Yep. Well, we both learnt one thing today, that you need trusted proxies for Nextcloud. So yeah, I've just never come across that before. But hopefully in about 10 minutes you'll have it all up and running. Okay, all fixed reporting. My current issues. Let's have a look at my current issues. Once again, we just want the NearBeach application. For me, cool. Under search requirement, this is still okay. This is still an issue. So let's fix it up. Yeah, hopefully. Well, I have faith in you. And this is actually a really good sort of exercise. I would put this on like a resume being like, oh yeah, I've played around with this, I've set up this, I've done this is how I did it, type of thing. So don't forget to write down what you did, so that way you can copy and paste it into a CV. All right, we just need to fix this up now. So we should be able to fix these up. So if we go into the Vue.js, yeah, do it. everything you're doing right now is a learning opportunity which you're doing yourself. Essentially, you would be telling an employer in better terms than what I'm saying right now is that you're willing to learn stuff and you're willing to do it to further your knowledge. So, which is always a good thing to have. All right, so list results up here. This is the first one. So we need to change this RFC status from a 4 to the words. So what we want to do is over here, we want to go into the NearBeach backend. We want to go into the views. We want to go for the request for change. This might be actually under search. Yep, it is. So I'm willing to learn it because my stream VODs are getting big. Fair enough. Around 18 gigabytes per stream. Yeah, that adds up pretty quickly. I sadly don't do anything just because of lack of time. Anything with my VODs. However, if I were RAID closure, I would eventually upgrade, but I don't have a good enough excuse to actually fork out that much money for something like this, where I would put in 555 and then redundancies. That's for a 3-hour stream. Damn. I didn't realize how much the streams were. Are you streaming full HD? Because I think I'm doing 700 and something. Oh, I thought I was doing 720p. Alright. Guess I'm not. Hold on, I'm actually having a look at my what I'm outputting. Oof. Alright, no, I was doing that on my last computer. I'm just realized having a look at this, I am actually doing full HD, and I thought I was doing a lot less. Alright, my bad. I stream at 720, 60 frames with 6,000 bitrate and record. Yep. Okay, cool. How is your streams going? You going well? Can do a shout out for you. So, yeah. Alright. What was I doing? Oh, yes, this. I'm getting distracted. Okay, so we've got the request for change somewhere in here. This is the search. So RFC. So what we need to do is connect the status to its proper thing. I'm going well. Yesterday someone played Minecraft for a while. Oh, nice. That is good to hear. I have not played Minecraft in a while. I think... When was the last time? I think we were in Fiji. It's been a while. Let's just say that. Alright. So I am going to CD into the NearBeach. Actually, no. I want to stay in here. So I'm bumping into a shell for the Django environment. Then from NearBeach.models, I'm going to import everything. So that will give us access to the RFC object, which I really should close this. Don't need it opened. So a request for change type stuff. So request. Let's do a equals request for change dot objects dot. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to say all. Doesn't really matter. Bang, we've got all of them. So b equals so the first one. So b will equal 1. So from here we've got RFC status. That will give us something like that. And then what we want is RFC status will give us it like that. So going over here, we're going to put in a new line. We'll go RFC status underscore underscore RFC status. That should give us the text equivalent. I think I also came up with a good stream schedule because I have to go to school tomorrow for half a day. Oh, fair enough. That is good. I think I always miss your streams. I am, just give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna pop you out over here.
Luke, can I borrow you for a second?
Oh, just give me 2 seconds. Yeah, what's the matter?
It's a little bit pricey. Comes to maybe roughly $300.
Oh, wow.
That's the living area.
Correct.
Bedroom. Such too. This is upgraded.
Yep, I'm happy.
Comes down to a little bit more than
How much do you want me to give you then?
300.
Yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, we're looking at other. Yeah, I'm happy.
Right.
Yeah, done. I mean, I'll get how much to send you.
Okay.
Alright. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. We're just discussing places. To be very stream late for yes. But sometimes if we're both lucky, I have what's called the 444. So I will fall asleep at 6 p.m. here, wake up at 10, and then fall asleep again around about 2 p.m. So yeah. I'm making sure I am definitely following. Yep. So I'm just checking out your schedule. You should put your schedule in. So yeah. All right. Sorry, getting distracted. Sorry, we're dealing with traveling plans and all that kind of fun stuff. So yeah. Okay, so let's test over here. We just hit refresh. Yeah, we just resend it. It's going to send blank data anyway. So down here with the list search results, we'll open up one of these objects. We see we've got the RFC status started. So now we just need to actually edit one of our dictionaries to be like, hey, this is the proper time. Proper cell that we want to actually utilize. So down here, we've got the search. I will be doing search objects. Do believe it's in. So search results. This is local search results, request for change. So I do believe this dot search results. Okay, it looks like I feed it in. Import variables, request for change variables. Request for change variables to status. Should have that now on it. So this is a bit messy. It's one of those things where you got variables, dictionaries with variables in it that tell other dictionaries what variables to use. And there we go. And now we can actually finally see this. So this will now go from in progress to ready for retest. We go back over here. We're just going to close the quick view. Welcome text notifications on login screen. this is technically happening. Not fully yet, so we'll deal with that in a minute. Okay, downloads, uploads, not alright, cool, that's another thing. I'm just now going through all the bugs. What we'll do is we'll actually go through the request for change sort of stuff and plan everything a lot better. New organization duplicate scripts should also find similar file names. Yep. That should be similar file names, that could be similar organization names. Static link isn't correct on production. I've got to fix that. Profile picture get uploaded to, but no one can access them. Yes, that is a bug. But we need to actually pass through a proper, yeah, we'll need to fix that. That is pretty much almost done. Cannot see customer's profile picture under requirements. All right. Navigate to an open requirement. All right, cool. Let's do that right now. So, find objects. We're actually in here already. So we're going to fix the dashboard. So we go down here, we've got customers. We don't have a customer at the moment. Let's pick socks. Default profile picture. All right, so this is an issue. Is it the same issue? Default profile picture. All right, let's fix this. Okay, so this will be part of the requirement template. Let's have a look at that first. So that's under the NearBeach templates, requirement items, requirement item information. So under here, we should have the static coming through and the root URL. So they are definitely coming through. All right, let's check over here. So what we want is the parent modules. We want custom modules, customer modules. And this is not good news. When you find out you had the totally correct stream title on stream. Yeah, there's been many times I've forgotten to update my my stream. All right, for some strange reason I have added that, but it did say it added it in, customer 2, yep, to here. I think we found more bugs down here. Yeah, we have. All right, so requirement information number 3, let's have so let's just add it again. Bang. It also shows that this didn't come through. Response 404. I left my title as sending up someone else's Discord while I was playing Minecraft. Yeah, I have to, whenever I sit down, this is why sometimes I play. Whenever I have to sit down, I have to start the stream 10 minutes before streaming, so I'll go through all the different things that I've got to do. One of the other things I've got to go through is, and I realize you can't see this at the moment, let's see if there's a pop-out version of it. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a screenshot. So on a Mac, the only way for me to pass music from my computer to the stream OBS is essentially setting up this thing, which is SWB, and I have to go through that process of setting it up every single time. I don't want to keep it on all the time, just because I reset my computer and all that kind of stuff. Also, I don't want it chewing up extra battery power when I don't need it running. Yeah, it's all the little tiny things, like you'll always see me having this tab open and essentially popping out the chat. Because I've got an ultra wide monitor, I can essentially hide the chat to the side, which is actually really helpful. Editing the stream information, there's one thing I never change up here. I really very rarely change this and the tags. So yeah, it's just getting yourself into that sort of habit 10 minutes before each stream. Alright, so this is requirement information, profile pictures. Okay, this is wrong. I do believe, oops. It's going to edit this URL very quickly. No. I think it's, yeah, for some strange reason I don't have the media in there. So this is wrong. And let's see another place where it is probably broken. We don't need RFCs requirements. Let's go projects. Yeah. So on Linux, I didn't need to worry about the SWB, which was great. My friend says I should just get it and use a capture card so I can use my laptop on stream instead. I will actually probably be doing that for the next one. So when I rebuild, well, build a new computer, not exactly rebuild, but when I build a new machine, what I want to actually do is include a capture card. The one reason being is, and you've probably seen me use OmniVim, is because I can't run PyCharm or Visual Code because it just gets too slow, and that's just because this poor M1 it chugs along and it gets hit. So yeah, I've just got a plain old M1. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing that too eventually. It won't happen till next year. So at the moment, I'm sticking with this process just because it's working at the moment, and I just don't want to spend too long setting up a stream machine. Since it got an i3 with Fedora on it. Ah, fair enough. Yeah. Yeah. I do actually have a USB capture card, and I was using it for a bit. However, socks would rub up against it and it would cause so much static it stopped working. So I will eventually upgrade to something that's actually built into the computer. That way I can just run a HDMI or something, a cord up into my device and just plug it in like so. Alright, so I feel like, was this working not that long ago? Right now I'm focusing on fixing up audio. Yes. That took me forever to do. Not gonna lie. Okay. I'm going to bring over my setup. Okay, you won't be able to see all the setup, but what you can see is what you need. So it took me a while. I can't change any of these, but it took me ages to get these set out correctly. It's a lot easier on this because with SWB, it just everything goes through the desktop sounds. But yeah, it took me ages, and I essentially had to record little tiny snippets of myself and listen back and tweak, and had a lot of input from everyone else. So yeah, it takes a while. I fully understand that. Okay, so one thing we do need to pass through is the media stuff. I have different audio tags for each application, so I'll control audio more. Oof. Damn. Alright, I like to keep mine simple. Good luck. Good luck with yours. Yeah, anything more than 2, I'm like, no. For me, that's my personality. It's just me. Personal preference of me. Alright, source, I want the, not this one. So I can turn Spotify down and have it so you can hear the Minecraft. Yeah, no, that's pretty good. Or, I wonder if it's, hear the Minecraft louder. Ah, fair, yep. No, that makes perfect sense. Okay, so if I've got, oh, sorry. Okay, JS components, module, submodules. We want customer list module. It's probably overkill, but well, if it works for you, it works for you. So that's what's important. All right, so this is get customer image. Doesn't equal, if it equals nothing, we return default image. If what we want to do here is we want to actually have this in this, and then we want India, and then okay. Now I've got Sox's head in the way, but there we go. But one thing I do need to do is get a little stand thing for my camera. Do they exist? Oh. Yes. Something like this. I also need to get it for my speaker too. Alright, I won't look now. Too much to buy, too much to set up, so yeah. Yes, alright, socks in your bed. You know what this means. Okay, sweetie. I have issues, called the mum on stream because my mum decided to randomly pop in. Yes, fair enough. Happens to all of us. So I was having a work meeting, and essentially my co-workers were discussing something. Mum pops in the room and goes, "Would you like a toasted sandwich?" I don't know why I gave her that accent. She's Kiwi. So everyone on the meeting was like, yes, I would like a toasted sandwich and stuff like that. And yeah, it's one of those things. And I was like, Mum, in a meeting. Go. Alright, so at the moment the one reason why Sox's bed is slightly raised is I'm hiding some stuff underneath her bed. When I say hiding, it's a bunch of papers and rubbish that I've got to sort through and throw out. So her bed is a little bit higher than usual in that one corner. There's some glasses cleaners, the box of glass cleaners in there. As you see, she's licking the bed again. Oh, alright, Sox. Come on back. Oh, wrong side. Okay. But now she's licking me. Just making sure I'm clean. That's how I work most days. Okay. There you go, sucks. Alright, let's get back to this. So, we should have just fixed this. But the customers aren't coming saving. Oh, that's a bit of a... Okay, default is coming through, but this is not. I thought I had that as /media. Like so. And then that doesn't look so crash hard, so that's another bug. Yeah, I do. I have it as /media. Did it just not save? There we go. Now, oh, I see what's going on. I've got to make this image a certain height. With 100, we have it as height 100 pixels also. But now let's already transform translate Y. Thank you, Socks. Need 10 pixels. Yeah, it's going to take over that. All right. Sorry, I should zoom in so you guys can actually read what I'm doing. So we've got our X. And hey, Nocturnal, how are you today? I hope you're going well. All right, so that should look really nice. I will eventually fix up these cards and make them look really, really super dupe. You're all right? That's good to hear. This is why I need the camera on a little mount thing. I will eventually get it. Don't rush. Not in a rush at all. Alright, SAS. So we want SAS. We want layouts. No, not layouts, components. So these will be the cards. And we actually want the card customer images. So an easy way to just search for this is just image. So here we have this here. I am just going to paste this up here, and I'm going to just delete that line. Just hit save. All right. I should get Nightbot to stop appearing above me. Just wait. Absolutely forgot what it's called. Streamparrot.com. Sorry, I'm just signing in. Get customization. I'm just going to put this over here. Oh, no, wrong one. This is fine to show on screen. Emotes overlay. Settings, I think it's under. Ignored users. All right. Nightbot. Cool. All right, let's get back into this. So these should now be lining up perfectly fine. So if we scroll down, we've got the customers. We've got none in there, so I've got to figure out why that's the case. But if I add in something like NearBeach support, they both appear, so it looks like they were already in there. I've got something wrong with the logic. All right, cool. Nightbot just disappeared from the stack.
No.
So let's fix that up. So if I do a refresh, we should check our console. All right, nothing to crash up there. Let's check out. I better check my. Yep, I'm using the right right scene. All right, let's go into here. Let's filter for. So what we've got here is the object get stuff. I'm just zooming out so I can. It's all in post, which is good. The status is 200, which is good. And I'm gonna shrink this. So as you can see, there's a lot of, it's not many bytes here, which is great news. As you see, we only really transferred 13.27 kilobytes. That's because everything is already cached. What we want is, so we want project 14 customers list all. And then what we got in here is the response. We do have two of them. So I reckon it's just not been, oh no, it has been hit when it boots up, and there are two already in there. So what's happening here where it's showing none? So we close this one, we go to customers module, we look in here. got results of 0. So this hasn't been updated. Okay, let's have a look at customers. So going down here, method, get customer image. Default customer image, computed, return. Yep, that's fine, that's all good. Oh, this is just for... Oh no, this is the list module. Customer results. Alright, customer results. So it comes from above. So it looks like it comes from up here. So props, we have the usual props coming down. I do believe, yeah, they just come down. They don't really change, they just come down from above. Okay, method, add new customer, load customer results. So it is getting this, and then it's meant to do something like this. Okay, Socks is just tootling off. Aren't you, sweetie? Okay, so what I'm going to do, console log customer results response, and then I'm going to make sure response data. Update. So what actually happens is when this is mounted, it doesn't do anything for 200 milliseconds. There's a delay. There is a good reason why. I do believe it's because it doesn't have everything in place before it should fetch data. The idea is it waits 200 milliseconds and then fetches that data. Eventually what will actually happen is it won't fetch data at all until someone clicks on customers. However, that functionality is not available in Vue.js 3 yet. It is beta, and at the moment they're like, it's going to change. So instead of actually implementing that sort of feature, and I forgot what the feature was called, I was looking forward to actually using it, because the idea being is it would load up this, and the only thing that would load is this information here, and then if you needed documents, you click on documents, then it will get your documents. If you click on link objects, then it will get your linked objects, and so forth like that. The idea being is that they were very small payloads that they'll be very quick to actually load up, and also didn't need to wait for everything to load up on the page. So it's meant to save you some data usage if you're not using it. It's not much data usage, to tell you the truth. Like, this will be very little. We just looked at it just before. A kilobyte. Not much. So it hits this, it waits 200 milliseconds, and then it goes into this loading customer results. It looks like this is just not loading how we want it to. We've also got an update customer results, which looks like it comes from downstairs. So in here, so don't know why. Oh no, that's add customer wizard. All right, no, don't worry, that's a different thing. So let's find out what's going wrong here. So we've just saved all that. We just go into here. Did it run it? I don't think it did. That was a bunch of stuff falling off my desk. I do apologize. Socks decided to be like, you know what? This stuff goes on the ground. Oh, sorry, Nocturnal. Just saw your message. Is there no way to queue the request, like add a whole bunch of things to fetch without blocking user interaction? Not at the moment. I mean, I could essentially write triggers where it doesn't do anything until you hit this. Yeah. The good news is a lot of this doesn't need to load in whatsoever. So if I hit refresh, you'll notice that for a fraction of a second for the groups there was no data in here, and then data just suddenly appeared. I will need to actually program this slightly different, so that way when it first loads up, we've got like a loading sort of symbol and all that kind of stuff. It's just that I've done it this way because it was just quicker for me to implement than any other way. Vue.js 3, I'll see if I can track down what I'm talking about, so hopefully it makes sense what I was trying to say. Suspense. So I was looking at suspense, trying to solve how it interacts with these async dependencies. So yeah, I was looking at suspense, and I believe this is what I wanted. So the idea is that there'll be a fallback sort of template before things fully load up and all that kind of stuff. Once again, I'm designing this to be trying to be as stable as possible for when you've just got really spotty internet. So yeah, but experimental feature. And then I also wanted it so that none of the components would load up data until someone clicked on it. Yeah, a lot of these are dreams that will eventually happen. They're just not at the moment, because at the moment I've just done it so that it just works. But it works fast. As I say that, it now takes 30 seconds for that page to load up, but if we go to production. So currently, at the moment, production is on AWS Lambda. It will be moving to Kubernetes, hopefully by the end of the year. I'm got to sit down and really just do it. You might want to fetch data before clicking if not currently fetching something. So right, at the moment it will fetch everything. So even if I click over here, all of this is just done already. I was just thinking of doing it that way, just because I've got really spotty internet on the train line around here, and this is where a lot of the thought and thinking patterns have happened with why I want to do it that way. So at the moment, yes, it does. It collects everything, and then you just bang, and you get it. Why is this not getting the profile picture? Oh, it's not getting the customers yet. Okay. But yeah. This is as fast as it loads up on production at the moment. I'm hoping to eventually make it faster. Alright, so console log. Let's got here, smiley face. Small request, yeah, but it might be a good idea to collect what you haven't done yet, or if you're not fetching something. That way, more responsive when you click on it. Oh, okay, yep. I get what you mean, yes. Alright, let's see if it gets there. It doesn't. Is this the correct module? Customer module, yep. Customers module. Oh, all right. This is Customers module, yep. Okay, we've got a mounted. Got only one mounted. No, alright, just wait. This is the requirement item. This is the escape array. If the escape array digit is less than 0, return. No, that's meant to be as not. It's one of those bits of logic which I screwed up. It's meant to be that. So if this location ID, and that is a number, so it won't be that. If this destination, so if it's a requirement item, then it would have a destination of 0 for this. However, we have in the greater or equal to then, because then we can actually add on to this without any issue. Then we just escape and we never get down here. This is a logic flaw. All right, I'm just got to now save. So we're just waiting for everything to compile. We'll hit refresh. We'll now actually see customers in there. There you go. So that was just a bug. This is why we've got to test. This is why I've got to spend so much time actually doing all this. So yeah, if we go to list all right now, go down here. Oh no, wrong one. Sorry. A requirement. If you go to fix dashboard, we'll go down here. We'll click on customers. As you see, even though that's a photo of Max and not socks, we can now see their picture. Oh, do I have a B socks? Yep. And eventually you'll be able to get from customers back into sort of stuff over here. Oh. We can fix that. So what we want to do is height 100 pixels, and then you don't want to really squish that. Can you show me the yes, I can. All right. So here she is. I do believe. Oh, we have it. Socks. Here she comes running. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Sweetie, come here. Whoa. All right, yes. All right. Just wait, I'll give her more treats. And then we'll do something even better. All right, sweetie, you're gonna just get only 2 treats so you don't get sick. That ominous Velcro noise on strip. All right, sweetie.
She's like, where's my other treat?
Yep.
No.
She's like, nope, nope. And then she's like, oh. She's backing up, but come here, sweetie. Come here. Yeah. There we go. She doesn't like the hood on though. So she'll be perfectly fine without the hood on.
Oh.
Alright, in your bed. She's like, treats? More treats? Fair enough. Yeah, we have we actually have a couple of these costumes. So I'll have to share them on Discord. Right, you gonna sit down? Good girl. Alright, sorry about the wobbly camera, but there she is in her bee costume. Yeah, she just doesn't like the hood on. But otherwise, she's fine with it. No, she wants to dress up our boys. So we got a pirate cat one, which she was not happy about. Alright. It's like this. Same sort of like type of thing. We've got one of those. We've got a unicorn one which we haven't put on her. Unicorn cat. Clothing. Oh, alright. Cat costume. I think it's... Yeah, okay, they don't have the one here. She just doesn't like anything on her head. We've got a couple, actually. What else do we have? We've got the usual business tie. So we've got one of these. So, yeah. Alright, sucks. Yeah, there you go. Bringing in all my views. Yep, Aiden, that's fine. Alright, going back to here. So that just squashes that. And usually I have it as a background image, or... So this is where you see me just forget. Oh yeah. All right. Okay. Cool.
What?
My partner ran upstairs quickly. So we got a little dress. Where's the
Like a clown outfit.
dress? Yeah, it does look like a little clown outfit, but she keeps getting out of this one. Oh yes, the nurse. And hey, 85 Filter, how are you? You get to see Socks all dressed up today. Don't worry, we're not putting her in any of these right now. Oh no, distractions are good. It gives me time to actually think what I'm going to do next because I forgot the CSS command for this particular. It's background sizing. The unicorn. But once again, she hates the head one of this one, so she gets really angry. And where did the pirate go? Is it on your desk? Because I know I had it, put her in it for work once. Alright. So... background size... Yeah, usually I do a contain, but... Alright. CSS image... of fit. Object fit properties. Object fit, is that it? Just object fit. So we can do it. Contains cover. In this sort of case, I'm going to do a contain. So what we want to do: cards, image, transform, object, fit, contain. All good? Oh, that's great to hear. So I do hope Socks in a little bee costume is making you feel even better. She has little bee things here, but she doesn't like the hood on. She's very particular about people touching her head. Oh, didn't I do that right? Is it object fit? Did I just completely an yeah, object fit. Oh, do I need the background size also being background? No. Hey, sweetie. Oh, I need the height in there too. You all forgot something. Alright. Waiting a couple of seconds, gonna hit reload. There it goes. Soften a little bee costume. She's being cute. And yeah. Where are you going, sweetie? You're like, I'm just gonna knock stuff off the desk again. Yeah, she's off to knock stuff off the desk. Oh wait, no, she sat back down. Yeah, there you go. I like to think of it that she's staring at a monitor much like what I do most of the day, and she's like, oh, so this is what they do. Alright, is the light too bright for you? There you go, sweetie. Okay, so that is done. Alright, let's go over here. So this is now ready for retesting. But we've got a bigger issue. No, wait, we fixed that other issue. Where it wasn't showing anyone. If we do NearBeach support, bang, that should go in here. That should now save in here. Yeah, okay, cool. We've fixed all those issues. I really need like a camera that just tracks her. Alright. So, this is all ready for retesting. So back to issues. I'm going to close that. Oh, sorry. Oof, bit of a yawn. Alright. Nope, don't want that. I am forgetting what page I'm on. So I can't actually close that. Close tab. So the camera's literally in the way. So don't judge me for right clicking and closing. Alright, so the next sort of thing we want to actually deal with is fixing up the RFC. So we've got a started thing. So what we've got to do is when this is approved, all these statuses go to approved or started. When it clicks on started, it goes up into started. We then got to make sure that these statuses are all correct. So yeah, are you okay there, sweetie? She's like, I don't know. Okay, so if we go into the back end, we go to change tasks. We go to simple change tasks. We'll have change task status down here. So these need to be updated with the RFC all the way up to the approved stage. When someone clicks start on the RFC, they don't update to the started. They just stay at the approved stage, and then someone will say, hey, I'm started it on each individual item. So what we need to do is we need to fix that up. So let's edit the RFC. Let's put this back down to draft. So the good thing about this is we can just do that like that, and that should be fine for the moment. You okay, sweetie? You just want sternum scratches. Alright. Sorry, I just got to give her some sternum scratches. Alright, there you go, sweetie. Okay, so I'm going to close all these. So the first thing I want to do is under the NearBeach views, request for change. So we've got to deal with an update status. All right, I'll take this off you, sweetie. Oh, no, you just wanted to go to bed. All right. Now you're back. Now you just, aww. Yep, I'm just taking this off, sweetie. Okay. I'll leave it on then. Just meowing at me when I'm trying to take it off. She's like, no. Alright, so we've got the update RFC. So, RFC approved. Alright, so update all user RFC approvals to approved. Okay, cool. Let's wait on this one. This is an internal function. Oh, did the music stop? Yes. Huh. Where's the update status? New request for change, no. Okay, that's the save. It's read only. Sorry, I've just got to find it. When all else fails, she's happy being a bee, clearly. Yeah, she doesn't mind the costumes, which is nice. Alright, let's just hit reload. This is draft. I should actually have it so you could edit the draft, but at the moment we can just do that. So submit RFC for approval. So if we go, go in here, submit RFC for approval, update RFC status. So down in the methods, update RFC. So we've got a bunch of different stuff. Update RFC status, it's send update, RFC information, update status. So in theory, it should be in here. There it is. All right. just took me forever to find it. So, using simple for, we determine which status we're going to update to and apply the correct status. Cool. So, if equals waiting for approved, RFC status waiting for approved. Depending on what the status depends what we want to do. Alright, sweet. And hello, Shivan C. How are you tonight? How was your stream? I hope everything was going well. We have Socks here dressed up as a bee. Puppy or cat. It is a cat. A bee cat. She's being happy. So yeah. She doesn't like the hoodie, so I can't put the hoodie on her. So otherwise, it's got little tiny antennas. The bee little antennas. Oh, I don't know what they are. This has been so long. Anatomy of a bee. Antenna. Yeah. Cool. Don't know why I was thinking that they were called something else. But yep, she's got her little antennas on. Yeah. Don't know why that chat just suddenly broke. So yeah, stream was good. Oh, that's good. Off to bed now. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, good night. Thank you very much for the raid once again. It is greatly appreciated, and welcome everyone who's just come from Shivan C. If I am pronouncing that right. So I am Robotic Head. I am building an open source project management system with my cat here, Socks. So this is Socks. She likes to lounge around on my desk pretty much most of the day when I work. Yeah. So the open source project management system is called NearBeach. And today we're just going through the RFC. We're fixing up a couple of bugs. We're trying to get this as stable as possible so I can do another release very shortly. The idea is I will hopefully, yeah, watch out, Jira. Hopefully be able to get this stable very shortly and then work on either I've got a bunch of things which I want to actually do. One of them being either work on sprints or work on a Gantt chart. Yeah, and Socks will do that constantly. She will run into a bed, realize she's not getting treats, and then run back here. And in case you're all wondering, the cat does all the DevOps work. It does actually explain a lot. Alright, so what I've got to do is when this gets selected for approval, this status is going to change from draft to waiting for approval. So that's what we've got to do right now. So let's find this function. So RFC status waiting for approval. There it is. Okay, find all the associated stuff. So this should be a very simple waiting for approval functionality. So we find all groups associated with the RFC, create a single row for all the groups in the request for change for approval. We're checking to see if there's any group leaders in said groups, or auto approve. So if there's none, it'll auto approve. Check to see if all tasks are auto-approved. If so, auto-approve the RFC. So in this sort of case, for every single group this is assigned to, a team leader actually has permission to approve or reject these RFCs. And you need at least all approvals from every single group. It gets more confusing because you can actually have users that actually cross over multiple groups. So we won't worry too much about any of that because all we need to worry about at the moment is making sure we update the change tasks. So update change task status to waiting for approval. And it looks like we are already doing it here. Okay, let's just do that. Submit for approval. Still says draft. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat. So Django comes in with this admin tool, which just fits in the background, so forth like that. So that's what this is, if you don't know what this is. I'm just resetting what I've just done. So I think I've spotted an issue. I think this is going to be an issue right here. So I am just going to comment that out. I'm going to leave it like that. I'm just going to do a quick refresh. Going to hit submit for approval. This is still draft. Is it hitting this? And do I have this right? Okay. Django ORM update. So Django uses ORM. If you're unfamiliar, it deals with objects instead of SQL. All right. Yeah, that's pretty much what I've got. Okay, update change task status equals 2. Where RFC equals ID. Tell you what, let's play around with this. We've got our shell here. So we're looking at change tasks.objects.filter. So we change tasks.objects.filter. We just do a plain one there. You can see everything in there. We're not going to worry about too much of this. So RFC ID equals, we're only going to worry about this RFC, which is number 4. So we should, that's the wrong field name. So we're just going through these chunks of errors right now. Request for change ID. I think I can just get away with request for change. So if I go clear, and there's no clear in here. If I just bump this all the way down and do that. So as you can see, we've got one change task in there. That's what we're currently expecting. So from here, what we should do is have an update. Actually, let's do 0 dot status, change task status. Cool. So that's a 1. Dot update, and then we should have change task status equals 2. And if we do that again, oh, sorry, change task status. We've got it as a 2. Okay. Oops, sucks. You like leaning half off the desk there. Very. She just wants to be like, I don't know. She's half off the desk. She's just. This terminal is BOC teacher wrong. Yeah. All right. Yes. Yes, it is. I can change it to green. So yeah. I just picked ocean by default. All right. So that should be working. All right. Print F any line RFC ID, RFC ID, new line. And then what we want to do is arg. I just glanced on my screen and I literally thought it was a blue screen of death. Surprisingly, I had a blue screen of death, I think 2 weeks ago. So for work, I've also got a Mac and I use Parallels so I can actually compile stuff for the projects I work on. I was trying something out, got the blue screen of death, and was like, you know what? This is not a good time for me to get this. I was so pissed off. Alright, so in this case, what I want to do is I want to go down here. I want to edit this. I want to move this back to draft. I also want to move this back to draft. Save and continue and edit. Alright, cool. So they're both on draft. So when we reload, we've got draft here. And I just need to go to RC information. So there's a read-only view for this and a non-read-only view. And the idea is the non-read-only view only is accessible during draft. Okay. Submit RSC for approval. It does its thing. We did print out stuff. I forgot which tab it was. I think it's this one. I'll zoom in. I don't see it. So we've got it here. Object data, request for change. Are we not hitting it? Oh, this is waiting for approval. No, that's where we want to go because you submit and you go waiting for approval. Alright. Alright, let's print here. Let's do another F string. So RFC status. We just want status underscore dict. We just save and have a little giggle. Sorry. Alright. Let's go back to draft. Let's hit save. So this is going to be one of those things where you try it, you see what goes wrong, you try it again. Alright. We don't have a... Oh wait, RFC status up here. My RFC status dict. Depending on what... I don't know why that's there. Alright, I've screwed up somewhere. What we want is form.cleaned data and then RFC status. We want to find out what status we're actually getting. We want to get to the bottom of this. If it's waiting for approval, we should be hitting this in here, which is what we want. Okay, this is where we're going to reset everything. Nope, it's not liking it. That is because... Yep, I see the problem. Alright, it's just because I had single quotes and side quotes. You okay there, Socks? Okay, this is going to go back to draft. As a prank just before a deadline in my old PhD, offered someone full screen at the image of a blue screen of death on laptop and plugged into a guide monitor. That is awesome. Oh, all right. This is going back to here. I know someone who played a prank on a co-worker. They went away for a holiday and stuff like that. And when he came back, he had Hannah Montana, the OS. This glorious, glorious beast. Oh yeah. Alright, am I in request for change for... Alright, I am draft, yep, that's fine. We are now just really focusing on refreshing this. I am going good, Brom, the National Digital Artist. How are you today? I hope you're going well. And welcome. We are trying to fix up a bug or see what's exactly happening. So we've got this waiting for approval. So it should have hit here. Print. Got here. Yay. And just double checking that is... Making sure that this is correct. Yep. You're doing good. The nat one in the name is a reference to Dungeons and Dragons, the TTRPG game. Oh, okay. The natural one. So it doesn't stand for national. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Well, welcome. I do hope you're enjoying my content as I try and track down this bug. Whilst my cat Socks, who is wearing a big costume, is sitting right in between my arm and my mouse pad. So there's my mouse pad, there's my cat. This is what I gotta do. I think she does this purposely. Heading out, have a great rest of the day. Yes, anyway, thank you very much, 85 filter, or filter. Enjoy your day. So yes, I'll see you next time. Okay, so we got one of these. And then we got it up here. So yeah, it should be getting in here. In theory. I see you've got JavaScript plus Python in the title. I'm learning Python now. Oh, fair enough. Yes, I have a long story of how I got to Python, but I started to wrong screen. Python automate the boring stuff. So this is the book that actually got me into Python. So I had prior knowledge of programming language, so I came from C, C++, MATLAB and all that kind of fun stuff. Jumped into this, realized I can automate most of my job. And yeah, now I'm using Python a lot. But I use other languages also at the same time. So I use a lot of .NET for work. I've used a lot of PHP for old jobs. So yeah. Okay, let's reset everything back down. So let's bump this in here. Let's waiting for approval. Let's go back down to draft. Yeah. Is Python your first language, or are you coming from another language? If you don't mind me asking. It's fine either way. Alright, so you gotta scroll down, waiting for approval. And then it looks like it didn't go in there. Huh. You say it's your first reel? Oh, fair enough. So you've got basic concepts from others, I'm assuming, judging from what you're trying to say with your sentence. So, yeah. That's a good language to start out on. Okay. And once you're familiar with Python and stuff like that, learning another language is actually a lot easier to do because a lot of it is just syntax change. You've already know how the basic languages work and how computer programs work. So yeah, started first with JavaScript for 2 weeks, then switched to Java for 2 weeks, and then switched to Python. Fair enough. So a lot of what you've already learned will actually come into Python. So for if basic variables and so forth. Okay, so why aren't we getting here? Oh, sucks. Yes, you're showing your belly. All right, just so everyone knows. She was on her back then, getting belly rubs. A lot of repetition. Yeah. So yeah, I use a lot of different languages from day to day and so forth like that. So it means that I'm not excellent in one language, but I'm great across a lot of languages. RFC, waiting for approval. Why aren't you going in here? So what I'm doing is I'm just doing this as a case logic. Gonna hit save. Gonna hit that. And it didn't want to do the conditional statement. But being part or great at many languages instead of one, would you say that it makes it easier for you to land a job at smaller companies rather than big ones like indie companies? Or I'm assuming a lot of person does a lot of things. I would say because I have a really weird background. Right, so I started at university where I was helping them build certain database solutions, and then I fell into I got a job which was a data scientist, but this is before the term was coined, so I had to learn quite a lot of I knew SQL and all that kind of stuff, so I used a lot of that in Excel. When I actually broke out of the university and left, I went and got a job at a digital agency. So digital agencies are usually like for advertisements and all that kind of stuff, but a lot of them will build websites and web applications, where it did actually really help that I knew multiple different languages because not everyone had the sites built using the same tech stack. So we had people using Umbraco, which is .NET. We had a lot of WordPress builds. We even had a Django build in there. We also had quite a lot of different front-end frameworks too. So we had Vue.js was the main one, and I think because WordPress was moving to React, there was a bit of React in there too. So yes, I do think that for smaller companies like digital agencies, yes, that will help because you can cover everything, but I also think it will help in startups too, if you know multiple different languages and so forth like that. Especially when we're dealing with back-end, front-end, server-side, database side, and all that kind of stuff too. So yeah, definitely. So I'm currently at a startup, and I do quite a lot of different things at the startup. Long answer is really short. Yes, I do believe it will help you. There will be places that only use one stack, but that's perfectly fine. If you go in knowing a couple, it just means that you're going in that knowing a couple, you're probably going to learn yourself up a lot on that one stack. And then when you leave, you still know quite a few languages. It's just that one, you've just focused on that one stack. So yeah. All right, this is really weird. I don't know why this is not doing that. So let's go letter. Do I need to stick it in a variable first? Okay. Let's just read the code first, make sure I don't have this variable declared. So I'm looking at RFC status, RFC update, RFC status. Okay. Form.cleaned data, and then RFC status. Now I don't know why this one is here, but I'm just commenting that out for the moment. And then what I want to do, delete. I'm just wondering if this is causing this issue. So I'm just going to put RFC status, and then at the same time I'm making sure that print F where new line, RFC status, new line, and then I want to make sure just one thing, that we're passing it into a string. So Python pass string. Now, one thing which you might like or hate is that a lot of the times Python is very loose with its variable definitions. So if you ever go to a language like .NET or TypeScript or something like that, where you have to have an int in and in, it's a bit of a big step. But it does kind of stop stuff like this happening where it thinks a number is a string. So a good example of what I'm talking about, just so... Now there's nothing wrong with this. In this sort of case, this simplifies the program. This is just one of those things in these languages which you just got to always keep aware of. So for example, 1 plus 1 is 11. But 1 minus 1 is 0. So this is JavaScript being a bit funky around this being a string or an integer. So I've just got to make sure that this is passing into a string. Just JS things. Yeah, it's just JS things. So one thing, yeah, you will find these annoyances with every single language. Python has them quite a lot. C has them a lot. C# has them a lot. Every single language has one of these sort of little weird things that happens with it. At the end of the day, you just got to learn to work around it. Python, turn to string. Convert objects to string in Python. I have forgotten how to do this because it's been a while. So int, float, it's just string. So I'll show you a one C thing, which once this is done, all right, cool. I'll just create a new file. So let's say you've got main. It's been a while since I've done C, but we had to keep something out for this. Where is let's say double x equals 23.6 divided by 2. That will come out. So if we print that out, x will actually become 11. It's just one of those C things. And to get around it, you have to specify that it's double. Every length, and then that would be, it would be 26. It won't be 12, it'll be 11, and then it's 116, so it'll be then an 11.8. I can't calculate at the moment in my head. I remember that was just so annoying, and when I was learning C, just alright. So we got that. We bumped this back down to what we wanted it to be. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah. Yes, meow. Submit for approval. Alright, let's have a look over here. So, oh, waiting for approval. Good, got here. Yay, everything updated. Sweet. We scroll down here, waiting for approval. There we go. Alright, this is going to be one of those weird things. I needed to, so the form, it must, this is me assuming this at the moment, so this is, I'm just thinking out loud. I think that this was still an object when it got down into the if statements. Actually stating and making it turn into a string made it easier for us to actually be like, all right, cool, and then we get in here and all that kind of stuff. So I think that was the issue here. So I just need to update this code to be like this. Oh, don't fall off, sweetie. All right. I don't know what the stack dict did, but that's perfectly fine. It looks like we're not calling it whatsoever in any of this, so we could potentially lose that line. I think it's an old thing which we've just imported it in. Alright, so if we go over here, if we hit rejected, all these statuses should be rejected. If we hit approve, we get an issue. Cannot assign 3. Request for change RFC status must be a list of... Alright, cool. What version of Python are you using? I don't know. I've been meaning to update. 3.8. 0.9. I've been very lax of updating it. I do know Python versions. 3.6 finishes soon, or it's already finished. Yeah, it's already finished. No, it finished last year. Alright, cool. This one finishes... Alright, cool. So I've got a little while. I got some time to update. So, one of these days. I do know, someone has told me, and it might be a new Nocturnal, that 3.11 has been really optimized and is a lot faster. So I will eventually get there and get it get that version installed eventually. Because it would be cool if this is even faster. Alright, cannot assign 3. Okay, let's just follow this down. Never mind. I was going to say you should check out new match case syntax reminds me of Elixir. Oh, okay. Is that the 310? Let's just zoom in. Not a 50-50. Match case statements, eh? I want an example. Ooh. Ooh, yes. Yes, please. Oh yeah, 310. Alright. I sadly have to support these versions just for a little longer. Yeah. Oh yes. Because there are places where I would love to actually do this instead of having what I've got. Really powerful matching. Ooh, pattern matching. Oh, nice. So yes, this will be good because I do this in C#. I do this in C. I did this in C++. Alright. Well, I'm looking forward to 310. Oh, well, 311. From what I've been hearing, it's been quite powerful. Alright, this is waiting for approval. The approved didn't work. RFC status must be of. Alright. So, going back to this, let's find this issue. So, Braun, if you ever come across Python error logs like this, novels, I should say, they look daunting at first, but my trick is to read from the bottom up. So what I do is I'd be like, all right, cool. The issue here is cannot assign free request for change RFC status must be a list of RFC status. Now that makes perfect sense to me. Let me explain it to you. So I actually have 2 tables. One of them will contain the RFC details and all that kind of stuff, and the other one contains a list of RFC statuses. So the first one has a foreign key connection into the list of statuses. So what it's saying here is the request for change table has a field called RFC status, and that it cannot assign the number 3 to it because it's not. It must match as something from this particular table over here. Check out some of the pattern matching. Oh, all right. I will just after I fix these. This it's also got some powerful. Oh wait, I've read that line. So the trick reason being why I say read from the bottom up is usually what I tend to do is skip files that I don't fully recognize that are mine. So I look at this and I instantly see venv lib Python 3.8, and I know that's not part of the NearBeach library. That's actually part of a third-party library. And then I hit here, and I'm like request for change views.py. I'm like, that's a NearBeach file. Line 508, bang. That's where I want to go. And right here is just the echo out for that particular line. So request for change view 508. So I'll go over here, double click on this, 508, go to line 508, and there is my problematic line, and that's how I get solved that quickly. I fully understand Python error logs are daunting at first, but once you understand how to read them, they actually become very useful. In a rush. Alright. Cool. Oh, wait. Oh, we're going directly to guard. We can add an if clause to a pattern known as guard. If the guard is false, match goes on to try the next case block. Oh. Oh, okay. I don't know any other cases outside of math where I would want to do that specific thing, but that's just because I haven't had come into that thing. Sorry, it was meant to be a couple of sections up. Oh, okay. Pattern matching. There we go. Structural pattern matching. Statements. Patterns consist of sequence mapping, primitive data types, as well as class instances. Ooh. Alright. Pattern one and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, pretty basic. Yeah, pretty basic. Oh, all statements in here. Ah. Well, that's actually nifty. Because back in the C days, it's been a while. Case 1, case 2, case 3, actions, break. Do something like that. Case 4, case 5. I have to do something like this. Actions, break. But that's going back 12 years now. So don't judge me on that. I was a junior. This is where it gets interesting. Alright. I'm going to cut that. Paste that into the other. Okay, class. Point, X and Y, location point, match point, point is 0, 0, origin, ooh, alright. Case point 0, Y equals Y. Okay. Somewhere else on the plane. Not a point. Oh, that's... I'm gonna have to wrap my head around that properly, but... Match points. No points in the list. Oh. Well, that is actually really interesting, yeah. I can think of a couple of places where I would want to use that. Not NearBeach, because NearBeach is nowhere near complicated as that. Jam. Apart from its permissions. Its permissions just pure math. That's all NearBeach's permissions are. Alright, so this is the problem. So what we need to actually do is list of RSC status.objects.get and then pk equals 3. In this sort of case, we could just do RSC status ID, I think. And then what I want to do is click on this again. It's not gonna, it's still gonna have an issue. We go over here. Can I assign 6? Oh, I've clicked the wrong one. I was meant to click approve. Alright. List of RC statuses not defined. But yeah, it'll be good once cases are in there. Is there any typed variables coming? No, types is not coming. Alright. RC list. Up the top, we need the models. I need to clean this up. It's probably something I will end up doing on the plane trip. List of ROC statuses and hit save. There's type hinting. Ooh, all right, that's probably one I want because I do eventually want to get TypeScript put into the front end. Ooh. Oh, okay, yep. Yeah, I kind of want to start doing this. Because one of the good things about actually types is it kind of tells the person, hey, this is going to be a number, hey, this is going to be a string, and so forth like that. That paired up with good naming convention, yeah, should help. You can choose to do some code to enforce that at runtime, but it's not part of the core Python. Yeah, all right, cool. Something that I've got to think about. I'm happy for input. If anyone disagrees with it or agrees with it, feel free to actually jump on Discord. Anyway, what was I doing? I was going back to here. I was going to hit approve, and that's it. It worked. So we know the rejected doesn't work. Now that did not update the statuses. All right. So let's go over here. We took out that thing, didn't we? Yeah, we took out that thing. But we know we hit that wrong window. That issue. So we hit it here. We just didn't update any of the approved stuff. Check all submitted group approvals to make sure that they are all approved. If they are, update the status. All right. If there are no waiting for approvals, we default the status. This is where we've got to update the state to dirt. This is where it's meant to be updated. I'm just removing that one line because we should be doing it for everything. Also, you should check out data classes like name triples on steroids. Oh god. Not really useful here as everything is Django models. Yeah, but it's something I should know in case I ever want to jump back into data analysis. Ooh. Name string, yep, alright, total cost, yep, that sends, yep. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to eventually do this. Okay, what is the time? It's almost 10. We just need to fix up this one little A little bug. Alright. So we should have gotten in here. So what I want to do, got in here, just double check. Check. Could make this an F statement, F string. They remove a lot of boilerplate. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. I will have to actually sit down and play around with them. This is non-approved. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Trying to do JavaScript then. Non-approved approvals. Cool. Let's send this back down to its base state. I tell you what, this is going to be a lot easier if I just RFC for. There we go. So, waiting for approval. And then we want approve. Non-approval, got in here. So it should have updated this to a 3. Change task objects filter is deleted. False. Okay, cool. I'm going to be right back. I won't be long. Give me about 3 minutes. Alright, sorry about that. I am back. Okay, so we get there. Are we updating the change task status properly? That's my question. So one way we can check is in the front end itself also, and in the back end. Oh no, yep, it got approved. Don't know why it's waiting to start here. Double checking that's 8. Yep, that's 8. Ooh, we got to fix this right away too. Okay, I'll go back. That should be saying approved. Okay. Let's see what it's getting from the back end. So we'll clear that out. We'll just hit. So there's a bug sometimes with the Vue developing tools. In which case we just have to do that. So RFC modules, we go down, we go through the RFC run sheet. This will have a change task object. Change task status is a 3. Cool. And that will be 0. No, 1, 2, 3. Yep, so this is correct. It's just showing the wrong text. That's easy to fix. So if we go to change tasks, so this will be under request for change. We want tabs. Test plan. No, that's the test plan. Change task. No, that's change task information. We want the list. Run sheet list. Making sure. Oh, I'm tabs, modules, run sheet list. Sorry, sometimes just finding stuff is just the hardest thing. Now it's also meant to show these buttons here, but they're not working, but that's fine. Fields, change task status. Get status. Okay, scrolling down here. Get status. Oh, waiting to start. Oh, I'm an idiot. Alright, no, that's working as intended. Cool, so if we... Let's fix this now. So, name request is not defined. So in here it's saying check user permissions line 16. So what we want to do is we want to go to decorators, check user permission line 16. In inner. What is having request is not defined. Okay, I've mucked this up. So at wraps function request Ugh. Define inner. Yep. Request. Yep. All right. That. Let's have a look at change tasks view. Change task information. Check change task permissions. We've got requests, change tasks, and all that kind of stuff. So why is it saying, have I got a spelling mistake? Yes, I do. Okay. Simple fix. My poor spelling. There you go. All right, cool. So this is now almost at that stage where this is ready to start. We can actually sort of toggle in here. Hey, let's start this application and all that kind of fun stuff. However, I'm probably going to call it tonight because it's almost 10 o'clock. So let's find someone to raid. Let's see what Seeker player is doing.
My purpose is my...
Oof. Terribly sorry about that. I've got so many ads. Alright. They are Linux development setup. Yeah, let's just rate them. Cool. Anyway. Thank you very much everyone for coming tonight. It has been a productive night tonight. We are almost complete with the RFCs where we've got it from one end to the other. We just need to program the rejected sort of status. And then we just need to test that whole thing out. So once we're happy with the RFC, we'll be doing the last of the 0.29 branch and we'll be moving into the 0.30 branch, which we will hopefully be either doing Gantt charts for, or we will be doing epics or sprints. Depends which one. I need to actually research which one will be better in the NearBeach area. So yes, let's go and raid on through. I will turn up.
How much time you want to spend learning?
Socks just wants to say goodbye. Say goodbye, Socks.
You pumped? I got my ticket for TwitchCon.
Have fun, everyone.
Oh, nice. Oh, you did. Nice. I'm still waiting to hear back from the company on that one.